All right, guys, welcome to our final section, which is what we've been playing.
Yeah.
Patrick, you want to start us off, or
I can
should
go first.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yakuza
Huh?
Zero.
Oh, talk to me. This I was
Oh
raving about this
man.
game last year.
I'm
Please
in
watch my Let's
love.
Play.
I am in love. Look, I was a little bit intimidated because there was always this thing for Yakuza, 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 and then
I think I
the
gave you
lore was so deep, and I just didn't know where to start from. And then as soon as Yakuza Zero came out, I was just like, maybe. And then when I finally jumped on it, oh, it's such a good game. I mean,
see-
it's quacky, but like the scale tips. It's from very
serious to
to you're helping a guy get his video game back,
yeah.
or you are
Helping that walking erection guy.
Walking erection,
with his.
yeah.
I can't remember what his exact quest
And
line
he's
is.
just-
He's
he's
a
just-
naked dude in underpants.
I hope he's on the screen right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so good because, I mean, at first it takes a couple of hours for your head to get into it because you're wondering, what the hell am I playing? But then as soon as you go through the cinematics and you understand who Kiryu is, you understand who Goro is, Goro Majima, like, as the story goes on.
Majima-san.
Yeah, Majima-san. Yeah, it just felt like I knew what this game was about. After a couple of hours, you kind of know what they're giving you. When you start managing your cabaret club, you have to use a phone booth to save your game.
Yeah.
I mean, in your free time, you can go to an erotic store. I mean, like, at most of the most of the
restaurants.
Yeah, the restaurants. Yeah, most of the times it felt as though that I didn't have time to do anything silly because the main story was so serious. But you really just can go fishing in your free time.
How did you feel now playing an open world game that has such a small, tightly packed, condensed map?
Oh,
Because this
yeah.
is more than likely the smallest open world game you've played in years.
So weird. It
So
was
how
so
did it
weird.
feel where even after like 10 hours, you're like, oh, I know where that place is. So whatever street name, or if you have to
Yeah.
go to a store, you're like, oh yeah, I know where that store is.
It was
And, like,
weird because it's the activities that you can do in such a small map that flesh out the game, and you may think that this feels a little bit too small for me, but once you figure out what your favorite activities are,
Yeah.
or where your favorite restaurant is, or if you want to help out, like say a chef with fishing and things like that.
The arcades and
yeah,
that
the
sort of thing,
arcades.
yeah.
Yeah, it feels really good, and I loved it, and I want to get onto Kiwami next.
Yeah, get on it. You see now why I was ranting and raving
Yeah.
about this game
Fantastic
last year.
story.
I was going
Fantastic
because
story.
Yakuza for me was one of the best top 10 games of the year last year. I mean, I absolutely loved it.
It felt a little bit rushed towards the end when it comes to storyline, but then you can understand it because it had that anime feel, and things have to come to a conclusion sooner or later. But it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you been playing?
For me, Spider-Man PS4 came out now.
You
I
enjoyed
think,
that?
yeah, a month ago. I've platinumed it completely, fully beaten the game, done everything there is to do. DLC comes out on Monday, Black Cat DLC. They're doing some DLC called The City That Never Sleeps with 3 different drops. The first one's focused on Black Cat. But that game, Insomniac, just an absolutely incredible job. I talked in my top 10 PS3 games of all time about selecting Arkham Asylum before Arkham City.
Yeah.
Just because of the foundation that it created for open world superhero games and Batman itself. And I feel like you can draw a parallel line to that with Spider-Man
That
PS4.
good.
I would even argue to a higher level than what Arkham Asylum did. Arkham Asylum provided a very good foundation
I
for
haven't played
future
it yet,
games.
but the sunsets look amazing.
I mean, visually incredible, but I gotta give a special shout out, especially web swinging, all that stuff, guys. I'm sure there's footage playing over this. So, all that stuff is great, but I really want to give a shout out to the storytelling because I'm one of those heavy story guys, especially in my AAA games, and this just felt like an HBO season of Spider-Man. It's like if HBO decided to, okay, we're making a Spider-Man series, live action or whatever, this is the kind of storytelling would get because it is every character is fleshed out so well, whether it's Mary Jane, Peter, Aunt May, Mr. Negative, Miles Morales. There's a couple that I can't say because of spoiler reasons, but every character is given such depth. You get to spend so much time with each character. You get to play as Mary Jane That helps also, you know, give that context as to why, because at the start of the game, her and Peter aren't a couple anymore. They've been broken up for 6 months.
Yep.
And through those gameplay segments, you kind of get to have a better understanding of why MJ is in this headspace of being independent and why she's annoyed at Peter. And it's just so well done. It's just done so well storytelling-wise specifically. Like, I was amazed. I mean, we had God of War, which was like a pinnacle for that. Hey, Dante. Which was like a pinnacle for that. And we just had this superhero Spider-Man game come out that was just, you know, so close to that. So I cannot gush enough about that game. It's hard to talk about the story stuff, obviously, without spoiling everything. Gameplay-wise, fantastic. All the gadgets, the unlocks of the different Spider-Man suits. I love there's a social media feed when you go into your map. So every time you do an activity, every time there's a story beat, every time you do a random crime, there's people in New York reacting within the map with social media posts, with replies to what they're saying. And for almost every single thing that you do, it feels so well realized. I mean, fantastic job, Insomniac. So I have platinumed that game, and now I'm excited for the Black Cat DLC. Loved it, guys. This is a big recommendation for me for 2018.
Yeah.
Go out and play Spider-Man. Fantastic.
Okay.
Is there anything else from you?
The only thing I've been playing since Yakuza 0 is GTA Online.
Talk to me about that.
Years after release.
Considering Red Dead is
coming out, and I finally got into GTA Online, and I've been doing a couple of heists as well. And I never thought that I would get into GTA Online, but the grind somehow is enjoyable. I mean, there are times where I feel like getting a lot of money can be a little bit tedious.
Yeah.
But as soon as you find people who you can play with, perform heists with, you kind of get into the groove. Playing with randoms, the matchmaking is
absolutely terrible,
trash.
right? You see what I meant before.
I just cannot find the right people.
No.
And
one person will join, then they'll quit.
Yeah.
Then two people will join, then they'll quit.
Then they'll
it's
quit.
horrible.
Yeah, exactly. But as soon as you get a facility and you play with your mates online and you have your own tight-knit squad, it's a nice grind to get into.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that or Destiny 2, and Destiny 2 didn't really appeal to me at the time. It's still sitting on my PS4.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
But GTA Online has kind of gotten me to the end of the line so that I can be ready for Red Dead.
So we're going to have a posse in Red Dead or a gang or whatever. Me and you are rolling deep in that, right?
Of course. And
That's
we're going to
great.
be chicks.
Because I think Rockstar made a point of acknowledging that when talking about Red Dead 2 Online.
Yeah.
They said GTA 5 only found its feet online when he started doing heists.
Yes.
That's when we realized what
That's
we
when it
wanted
really,
this game
yeah.
wanted to be. And they've got that experience and knowledge. And if they can just put that into Red Dead, fleshed out story missions that I can do with you and stuff like that, with cutscenes, and then I have my cowgirl in her sick ass outfit and her customized guns. Oh, revolver.
And if they can just make it so that we can perform different tasks as 2 people or 3 people.
We're going cow herding. We're going to herd cows for like 2 hours.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Latina girls.
Oh, okay. Tell me about it. So I think if that's it, we can wrap it up from there. I have been playing FF15 as well, but I think I will bring that
up
to
the
another
family
time because I actually want to have a deep dive into that game. Yeah, Noctis is my man. So I've been playing that, but I think I'll save it for another pod and stuff, just because I want to have a.
We need a deep dive into FF15.
And I've beaten it by the time we have the next pod. So that'll be great. Okay. So guys, thanks so much for tuning into this episode of the IncntrolGaming podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please watch the top 10 videos that we've released already for myself and Alan. Keep an eye out for Patrick's. Michael's behind the camera right now. Keep an eye out for his as well. His will be dropping pretty soon. I'm sure you're going to love those vids. As well as we're going to be shooting some Let's Play competitive videos after this.
Oh, man.
We're going to be playing some games. We're going to be recording our reactions to playing those games. There's going to be some crazy There's going to be crazy amounts of liquor involved for losers, and there's also going to be
When
crazy
Michael
varieties of
loses.
chicken.
Yeah.
Spicy chicken that people are going to have to eat. So we're going to have fun recording that next, and hopefully it'll be up for you guys soon to watch, so keep an eye out for that. But my handle, as usual, on Twitter is Ole_Gunner. Patrick, you are?
Pato_Kafu.
Make sure you give him a follow. IncntrolGaming ZM on
Yeah.
Twitter. Same thing on Facebook. Please give us follows there so you can keep up with everything. But yeah, we really appreciate you guys tuning in for this. I think, Patrick, that's it. We can probably
out.
wrap it up there. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks
Cheers.
a lot.
Bye.